Hi everybody, welcome back to StoneBlock episode 13 with me, Sid, and the first episode I've recorded since I got back from the holiday, and out of that sequence of 12, so yeah. Now, when I say the first episode I recorded since we got back from the holiday, I don't mean it's the first time I've been in this world since we got back from the holiday. Oh, no indeedy. I've been busy. I've been very busy. So in here we've got a few more chucks breeding. Leather chucks, blaze rod chucks, tin chucks, rich slag chucks, which I still find to be an incredibly amusing name. Of course you have to be English to realise why that one's funny. But over here I've decorated the place for starters, and we have got chickens all the way down to here. I've got a little space there for the rich slag. The slag's up there doing her thing, but electrum, platinum, dark steel, signalum, osmium, quartz enriched conductive iron, inori crystals, lead, silver, nether wart, steel, void crystals, slime, aluminium, invar, diamond, emerald, salt, gold, palace crystal. Yeah, lots of them. And they're all sorted. They're all being put into the system. Somewhere in here, for example, there should be emeralds. Yeah, we're at 6 stacks of emeralds at the moment, and it's steadily climbing up. I've upgraded that vastly. Most of these are not upgraded beyond having void upgrades on them, but you know, emerald and diamond definitely got a good amount. And that leaves us with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I really miscounted how many chickens there were, because by my estimate there's at least another 50 chickens to breed. You know, ranging from silicon, solarium, there's gas tears, there's magma cream, there's blood, there's different slimes, there's chicken oster, there's cinnabar, there's cyanite, there's XP chickens, there's uranium chickens. Yeah, I've got a list here of the ones I still need to breed. So, but we're not going to be breeding chickens today. Breeding chickens is not the name of the game. I've got bits and pieces in here, plenty of seeds, plenty of stuff like that. I'm just going to leave these guys and let them get on with it. These must be getting fairly close. No. So the plan today is, and while I'm thinking about it, I've also made this area Enderman proof, with the exception of 1 or 2 bits. So, because those Endermen are getting annoying. The cows have a tendency to want to come in, and they're not allowed in. So, plan today, obviously, well, many plans today. Obviously, all of this area over here will become redundant, and this will be somewhat redundant. We are doing pretty good for cobblestone. We've got 4 stacks of those now, which is not bad. Just leave it doing its thing. The spawner system is working, and we could seriously upgrade that this time around. However, I have put together a couple of little chests here, and if I were to go and, you know what, there's one thing that I've been meaning to do for a while, and that is, I don't actually need to do that, sorry. And now I've, right, let's try that. Let's do that followed by that, and we're going to take you. Get out, come on, die. And that. Apparently this thing will burn. So there's an an exploit for you, and that is a crafting station linked to what? Well, presumably it's trying to link into this, and it can't. Doesn't matter. We're not really worried about that. What we are worried about is taking that now. If I was, here's a that is a good question. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted by things. This is trying to interface with that. Will it interface with this? It will. Hello. Not the most helpful thing, because obviously, you know, it's mixed up that, but essentially that and that. No, that is it. Yeah, and that and that and that should give me 2 reactant dynamos. Cool. And then if we take those out of the way, take that lot. So again, this is not ideal because we're trying to translate this across here. That and that, that and that, that and that. Gives me the, there we go, one. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Completely screwed up there, something along the line. So they've got those. Right, let's get rid of you out of the way. Put you away. Oh. And come on, grab this one. So rather, yeah, I'm just going to pop this here and come in here and go. If I do that, that gives me all the space I need to actually do this properly, rather than trying to faff around and make this work for me. So that, and that, and that gives us a flux capacitor. And then we're going to take that, and that will give me a belt. Now the only thing I'm missing, if we look at that, is these 4 lead ingots, because for some reason I managed to miscount how many lead ingots I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got more lead than I can use now anyway, so you know, not there, but obviously elsewhere. So we take that and that, and those and those, and that will give us a leadstone jetpack, which of course we can charge. Brilliant. So that's what I was aiming to. Now, leadstone jetpack is not my ideal choice in the world. I'm just going to stick you there. And there are better jetpacks. So one of the things I would like to do. Oh, hang on, I left something in that. Oh, I want those out. I've got these from a couple of loot boxes, and they are. How do I put it? They are a little bit OP, such that what I would like to do is, if I can manage this, how am I going to do this? This is going to be a pain. How do I get round there? I suppose like this, if I can. So these attach to the sides, and they output 128 RF per tick, which means that, what have I got going on here? These are all input. Yeah, that's right. So that should be pretty solid now. All of this is going to change anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about how nice this looks. But it just gives me 256 RF per tick for free, which is nice. However, jetpack. Obviously we can wear the jetpack, and we can, and it's going to it's not the best jetpack in the world. This is a fairly low tier jetpack, but we can take that jetpack and we can upgrade it. So the next one up is the hardened jetpack. So we take that with some Invar, some more Invar and tin and redstone, and one of those with some of that. And then we take these, which use that. So lots of stuff to get there. And then we've got the reinforced, which is an Electrum and Electrum users. And this is where we hit our first snag: hardened bronze glass. Fused glass, so that means we need to do some Ender IO or any thing, Constantine, Pyrethium. Yeah, that's not actually the one I wanted, is it? We can do it with fused glass, I believe. Just have to wait till we get to the right glass. I've probably missed it now. Fused quartz, and that we do in there with quartz in an alloy smelter, so we're into new machines. But we can get to there quite easily. Here is, as I say, not so easy. We've got that, and we've also got magmatic dynamo, which actually the magmatic's relatively straightforward. That one I think we can possibly do. Well, we'd have to try in the smeltery, but a bucket is 1,120 millibuckets, so let's go and give it a try. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop, pop. Let's do. I saw you die. So the question is, what level of jetpack can we get to? Well, we can melt redstone in here, obviously, so that's a start. And we can put a bucket in there, I believe. So let's see what we get from that. In the meantime, I'm just going to go and check on the chucks and also start putting the Invar jetpack stuff together. I think we can do that pretty easily. So back in a minute. All right. That should be everything we need to take us to the next level, which is a hardened jetpack. And we're a little bit off the next level, that has to be said. No point beating around the bush here, it's the truth. So yeah, that's so the next level is the Electrum one. Now that is easy enough. We need to make that and then upgrade it, but then we're into this fused quartz. This is where we start hitting fun and games. And of course we also need to have the energy. The magmatic is that's actually probably the easiest bit of the lot. That's okay. This one, yeah, need a fluid transposer and a magma crucible, so need to pull myself some stuff together. Now the problem is, at the moment I really don't have anywhere to house all of this gear. I mean, this is all temporary. Obviously, eventually we're going to get some kind of inventory management system. All of this is temporary. This should work. It's 100 per, and that gives me a bucket of destabilized redstone. So that bit is easy. This bit not so, but I said that if we can do that bit is easy as well. So yeah. Where to go next? Where to go next? Power distribution would be my favourite, and getting the power, because this is fine. This does the job. It works, albeit slightly. I don't know. Oh, you full already? That would explain a lot. Right. And the reason I want to do all this jetpack work is because I want to prepare to go to the end to take on the Ender Dragon. Which means we'll have to armour it, but that is only a +6. Plus 6 is not bad, actually. That's +8, and diamond is normally +7. So +6 is not the worst armour in the world. Not when you combine it with the fact that we're wearing some decent other armour. decisions really, isn't it? What's the bronze plating? I need an induction smelter anyway, so we're into thermal expansion no matter what we do. And that needs machine frames. Machine frames needs glass, tin gears, which we get obviously that way, and iron. Well, we can do that. Tin is the one I haven't got yet. I actually missed tin off the early chickens, so we're going to have to take, in fact I'm going to take a stack of that with me. Most of what we want is down by the chickens, so I'll go and keep my eye on those. Again, just do a little bit of a poke around, make sure that the chicken breeding program is things. I don't know where you think you're going, sir or madam. It's impossible to tell unless you're in Terra Firma Craft, or of course Animania. Okay, so we're actually making some progress there. Let me do that the right way around. That one hasn't moved yet. There's a couple of, take those out, put those in. Yeah, I'll just sort myself out here and I'll be back with you in a sec. Alright, I think we've got a slight issue because I've got me chassis and I've got me things and I've got those. And I can take me Invar and me two things and get an induction smelter. Absolutely no problem. And I can take 2 glass and a bucket and I can get a fluid transposer, no problem. However, magma crucible, well, that is proving problematic because it needs hardened bronze glass, which you make in an induction smelter. That's hardened fused glass. Eventually we'll get to the point where we just get some of this alloy smelter to make fused glass. But is there another way to do that? Am I missing a trick? Hardened glass uses pyrotheum, which is not ideal. That's also problematic. Hardened aluminium. Yeah, that's not going to help me at all. Fused quartz uses a I suppose if we've got, have I got, I might be able to do this. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Make me some pyrotheum dust. What I was looking for? Sulfur. I haven't got a lot of that, but there, it doesn't matter. That should be enough. And a bit of redstone. I'm nearly out here, but I've got loads back there. So that will give me pyrotheum dust. Now we can use you to make, somewhere along here, hardened glass, which is pulverized. Pulverized lead and pulverized obsidian. I think that is the way it's going to go though, isn't it? Yeah, we're basically going to need a pulverizer then, aren't we? Which we're back into. Yeah, it's not too bad. We can actually manage a pulverizer, I think. Let me have a look. So yeah, let me just sort myself out a little bit and we might be alright if I can work my way around this Ender IO Specs of Infinity thing. So piston, flint. Okay, get that, be back in a moment. Alright, we've got the pulverizer sorted. Now, normally what I would expect to do here is just keep it simple. However, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stick the induction smelter in there. I'll get some juice. I'm going to stick the pulverizer in there and we'll stick the fluid transposer in there. That's fine. So if I want to make hardened glass, I needed to pulverize somewhere along here. Bang, 2 obsidian and a piece of lead. Have I got? I've got a couple of obsidian. And a piece of lead. Man, the lengths you have to go to. And only needed to do 1, even better. Actually, I'm going to, because I'm probably going to want hardened stuff again at some point. I'll just do 2 and I use up that. Use up the pulverized obsidian that I've got and the pyrotheum, because it kind of seems silly to keep it for no reason. Okay. That gives me the hardened glass we need. And the hardened glass we needed for what? I can't remember now. God. It's that bad, isn't it? It was something to do with the jetpack, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was the magma crucible. That was what we needed the hardened glass for. And we need... So I need to make that lot again. And I need 4 nether bricks while we're here. 1, 2... No, just 2 nether bricks, isn't it? In fact, yeah. I'll get the other bits, the machine frame and stuff remade. And again, I shall be back in a sec. And 1 magma crucible. Excellent. Right, let me put those out of the way, get rid of that. How are we doing here before I run off? No one near. You can accelerate those with the acceleration one, by the way. It's just not until they get a higher percentage, then the acceleration is so small it drains the one before you've actually upgraded one. Okay, so we have now got a magma crucible. So what we need to do is configure all of these off. This one I want to configure to be going out that side, and this one is from that side, and again we'll configure all of that one off. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Albeit slowly. That can go in there. So, if I want to take this and upgrade it to this, I'm going to need to make a flux capacitor all the way up to this, which basically is going to be electrum and that. Okay, that I can definitely do because I've got one of those. So that I can do off camera. Let me, before we go running off, let's have a look at the other bits. Electrum there, and then here we're going to need destabilized redstone, more electrum, and this is the one where we need the flux stuff. So we need, again, hardened glass, but I can do that fairly easily now. The pyrotheum's a bit of a pain because of sulfur. How do I make sulfur? Oh, how do I make it? Pile of sulfur. Sulfur chicken might be worthwhile. A pulverizer with that has a 50%. Yeah, so a variety of ways then, as long and short of it. But sulfur chicken, which is gunpowder and flint, might be the one that's worthwhile going to do next. What else? Got those. That's easy enough to do. Yeah, let me start pulling this together, and I'll be back once we get to the bits that we've not done before. Alright, so I think we need some more pyrotheum, because we need to make some more hardened glass. And that was fairly simple, wasn't it? 2 blaze powder, a redstone, and a sulfur, which is my last piece of sulfur, so worth remembering. I know I can do this in my inventory, but you know. And then it was obsidian and lead, wasn't it? Might as well run 2 again, because that's what we'll get out of it. And I've made the magmatic dynamos. We've got the capacitor. Everything else we need should be in my inventory. Should be in my inventory. Now once we've got those done, we need to make the hardened glass. I think that should be shapeless. It is, and we can use hardened glass to make, somewhere along the lines it is used for that one. So we do 1 of those and 2 of those. That will give us 6 of those. These we then use in a 200 per, so 6, so that's going to be 1200, isn't it? 12, in fact. So that should go into there. They should go into there. That can go away. Whee! The length you go to do this is... That's not right, that's it. That's, yeah, that's better. I think. Yeah, there we go. There's 2 of those. So what we should be able to do now is, if we look at the usage for that, that goes in there, and we're missing, oh, the bucket of destabilized redstone. I need to do another one of those, which I can do quickly from the one at the top, but I can just do probably just as quickly here. Let me stick another spare bucket in there. That can run yeah, it's only 9 deep, isn't it? There's a slight flaw there. Oh well, that's fine. So now we should be able to craft those, and if I go in there with that and then do that as well with another one of those, we need 2 more of those, which we've now almost got, and the other bucket of redstone, which will be coming. So I'll be back once that's done. Alright, we should have everything now, if all been well, and also everything for the next step. So take those, that comes out, that goes in there along with those, 2 of those, and that gives us the reinforced jetpack, which has got, you know, good stuff going on. It takes 4 million RF. It's a good jetpack. However, the next thing we want to do is, I don't want to just be wearing a jetpack. It's the equivalent of wearing an elytra, really. You know, you don't want to have to do it. So we take armor plating and we combine that in a induction smelter with 10 bronze ingots. 10 bronze ingots, however, I don't know whether, can I do that in here? No. 1, 2, 3. Will that work? Looks like it will. There's 3 copper and 1 tin to make bronze, and it should make 4 per pass, which is reasonable, so that's fine. I'm going to just drop that off there. While we're at it, we'll also grab you, put you away over here. So yeah, the purpose of this obviously is to give myself something armoured to fight Ender dragons. I don't know whether this is working or not, you know. Or to check that sometime. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those combined with that give us the next level of plating. And we take those combined with Invar to get the next level of plating. Unfortunately, I think the 4th level is of the Enderium version of the jetpack is currently just a little bit out of our realm, out of our comfort zone, if you like. But that gives us that. We can pop you in there to charge. That is almost certainly going to just empty this. It'll empty that 2 million, and then we'll see what happens, won't we? How well this actually works. That's alright, yeah. Oops, I don't know why I did that. But that gives us a jetpack, which I believe we should be able to enchant in the same way as normal armour. So the next thing we're going to be doing, probably, I'll just double check, how am I doing over here for time? Yeah, next episode we'll be getting some enchantment going on, I think. Interesting, this is not going down at all. Don't know where that's at 600, and we do. I'll have to leave that to thing, but in terms of, you know, it doesn't look any different. It's except he's got a rocket on the back. Ow. But yeah, I think there's a hover. If we can, probably need to rebind hover mode, don't we? Because I'll guarantee that will be set to H, which of course will be set to hats as well. Which, yeah, let's have a look at conflicts and then try and find H. Yeah, there's one or two, isn't there? Anchor, item, shift down, FTB, unequipped backpack, mechanism. What's hover mode then? G. No. All right, I'll have to sort this out. Options, control. So where is Simply Jetpack? Let's have a look at Simply. Does that work? No. Jet. No. Toggle. Too many people use the word toggle. Toggle overlay. Toggle GUI. Toggle hover mode is L. Alright, let's try that then, shall we? No, you see, it's not, because, oh, right. Yeah, I'll sort this out before we do anything with it. But anyway, we have some shiny new armour. I'll put that back on for the time being. We're going to put that on to fully charge. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.